turning presentation of Module 4th of subject science. So in science I completed in this model 6 chapter. So for first chapter I think that 6 chapter. First is exploring magnets, second measurement of length and motion, and third is material around us, and fourth is temperature and its measurement, and fifth is a journey through state of water, and sixth is methods of separation in life. So exploring magnets. So I am using this book because I only put chapter name in this slide, so that's why I am using this book, because in this book in the last of the chapter there is keywords, so I am using keywords for explaining this chapter. So exploring magnets. So first I will talk about here is which one I have to talk first? Magnetic material. First talk about magnetic material. So you can see magnet used in the fridge. You can see magnet also used in the fridge. And anything magnet is दिख रहा है ना?
हाँ दिख रहा है.
So magnetic material is you can see magnet use, which is iron attracts each other. Magnet use on in the fridge also, and there is three type of magnet. First is bar magnet, ring magnet, and U-shaped magnet. So bar magnet is shape of like this. Bar magnet shape like this, and U-shaped magnet. So U-shaped magnet is forming. U-shaped magnet is forming like U later, and ring-shaped magnet. So three type of magnet. And attraction. So attraction, and now I'm going to talk about attraction and repulsion. So attraction. So opposite. In magnet there is two poles, north pole and south pole. So attraction, so opposite pole attract each other, but the same pole repulse each other. So only these are the points. These are only the points which is about exploring magnet. So now I am going to talk about measurement of length and motion. So measurement of length and motion. So here is some points. First, distance. So distance is difference between two places. Like difference between my school and my home. So difference between my school from my home, that is called distance. So and here is some scale: centimeter scale, kilometer scale, meter scale, millimeter scale. So first, millimeter scale is very small. So millimeter scale we can use if you are measuring very small thing, like if you are measuring our nail, so there we can use millimeter scale. If you are measuring a eraser, there we can use millimeter scale. So for measuring a small things, there we can use millimeter scale. And centimeter scale. So centimeter scale is a little bigger than millimeter scale. So centimeter scale we can use if you are measuring a pencil, if you are measuring a eraser also, sharpener also, if you are measuring table, where there we can use also centimeter scale. And meter scale, if you are measuring a room, there we can use meter scale. And kilometer, so if you are measuring a long distance, if you are measuring a long distance, there we can use kilometer scale. Like if you are measuring distance of Rudrapur to Devariya, there we can use kilometer scale. So this is about scale. And now about now I'm going to talk about motion. So motion is motion if you are anything, if you are moving anything, if you anything which is moving from one place to another, like this is duster and duster is moving circular form and circular form and anything, any form, if this is moving, so this is called motion. And there are three type of motion: circular motion, linear motion, and oscillatory motion. Sorry, oscillatory motion. So circular motion, if anything is moving in circular, if anything is moving in circular form, that is called circular motion. And linear motion, if anything is moving in straight, like example of a bike, if it is moving straight on the road, if it is moving straight on the road, that is called linear motion. And oscillatory motion, so oscillatory motion is that which is any object which is moving uh, to and fro form, like we can give take example of a swing we can see in the park, and we can see in the school and somewhere in the house also. So swing is like first it is going front and then back, so that is called oscillatory motion, which is moving in the means like this is a, like if this is a swing and it is first moving front and then back, so that motion is called oscillatory motion. And now reference point. So reference point is a fixed point, like there is two children, they are living in different places, but they have to reach the school, and both have to reach the school. So they are coming from different place, different villages, but they have to come at the school. So school is a fixed point, school is the reference point. So this is about the chapter of measurement of length and motion. And now I'm going to talk about material around us. So material around us, so here is first we can say material. Here is keywords. So material, so anything which is so we can see so many materials around us. So this is chapter about material around us. So we can see so many things, so many materials, like so many like chair, desk, so many things around us. That is called materials. And materials, and now materials, and then now I'm going to talk about lustrous and non-lustrous. So lustrous is, here is some keywords, so I will talk about all keywords line by line. So first is, here is giving classification. So classification, the method of arranging objects into a group, like a group is called classification. Like we can say classification, if you are if you are collecting grouping any object, so we can, if somebody gives so many objects, and if you are grouping, so we can group, like we will see the color, we will see the height and object, like and then we will group that one place, then we will do grouping, so that is called classification. And then hard and soft. So hard and soft metal. So if anything, any object, like this is duster, like this is a duster, so this part is hard, because if you are pressing it, it is not changing its shape. But this is soft, this part is soft. If you are pressing it, if I will press it, so it can be changed if अगर ये joint ना हो, and if I will press this one, this part, so it can be changed, but this part can be not changed because this is hard and this is soft. Now I will talk about lustrous and non-lustrous. So lustrous is any object which have shine, so that is called lustrous and lustrous object, and any object which have not shine, that is called non-lustrous object. And then soluble and insoluble. If we will take let's like if I am taking a glass of water, and if I am putting some sand in the water, so it will not mix. But if I will put some salt in the water, it will mix easily. So if I am putting sand, so if it is not mixing proper, if it is not mixing, so it is called insoluble. But that salt, that salt which is mixed properly easily, that is called insoluble. That is called soluble. And now I will talk about mass. So mass is any object which is taking place, that is called any object which is taking, like this is a mouse and it is taking place, that is called the mass of that object. And now I'm going to talk about volume. So like this is water bottle, and how much water it can store in this water, that is called volume. Now translate and transparent. Only two. There is one another. Translate and transparent. Only one, two is given here. So translate. So translate is if translate, transparent, and only translate and transparent. Okay. So if anything transparent, we can see like one object is how can I explain? Let's take a example of a of a mirror, of a window. We can see somebody is okay. Let's take example of a glass, which transparent glass. So somebody is standing behind the glass, but we can see easily somebody is standing there. So that is called transparent. And translucent, so where we cannot see that person. So this is all the keywords, and now I'm going to talk about temperature and its measurement chapter. So transparent. Transparent. Here it is. So transparent and not transparent, sorry. Temperature and its measurement. So temperature is about temperature and its measurement. This is the chapter name. So here is the keywords. So I will talk about first temperature. So temperature is if you are measuring anything which is cold or hot, that is called the temperature. And here is some scale. So I will talk about thermometer. So here is the two type of thermometer. First, laboratory thermometer, and second, clinical thermometer. So clinical thermometer we can see in the hospital, in in the hospital, is some in the house, and in the medical store, where we can see the clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer usually used for measuring the body temperature. And laboratory thermometer we can see in the library, in the lab, school lab, not library, sorry, school lab. There we can, laboratory thermometer is used for, like laboratory thermometer is used for measuring high temperature, like if there is it laboratory thermometer minimum temperature is -10 degree, and maximum is 110 degree. So till that temperature laboratory thermometer can measure. So laboratory thermometer, like if you are boiling water, so that thermometer is very much, so where we can use laboratory thermometer. And degree Celsius, so we can here is some type of degree, like scale, degree scale, like first degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, and Kelvin, and Kelvin scale. So this is type of scale which is using on this thermometer, like in the some. And this degree name, like Kelvin scale, Fahrenheit scale, this all scale name is on जो जिस साइंटिस्ट ने इसका खोज किया है, उसी साइंटिस्ट के नाम पे ये स्केल का भी नाम रखा गया है. सेल्सियस स्केल, फ़ारेनहीट स्केल, केल्विन स्केल. Yeah, so these are all the points, and here we talk about temperature, what is temperature, and about thermometer, two type of thermometer, how many type of scale. So these are 3 points we talk about in this chapter. Now I'm going to talk about a journey through state of water. So here is some keywords. So here is first keywords is condensation. So condensation. Condensation. So condensation is, we can say condensation, if we can see example of, if we are boiling the water, and that, and जब उसमें से जो भाप निकलता है, and if you are putting top of जो, if you are boiling the water, and जब हम वाटर को जब हम बॉयल करते हैं तो उसमें से जो भाप निकलता है, एंड इफ यू आर पुटिंग cold utensil on that, so it can so that water will be convert into drop form. So that is called condensation. And evaporation. So evaporation, that I talk about, like जो उसमें से जो, जब हम किसी चीज़ को जब हम बॉयल करते हैं, जब उसको हीट प्रोवाइड करते हैं, और जब उसमें से जो वो भाप बन के जब वो निकलता है, that is called evaporation process. And freezing, like if you are water, if I am putting in the fridge and it converts into solid form, so it converts into ice, that is called freezing. And gas is the same, like अगर हम किसी चीज़ को अगर हम बॉयल करते हैं तो उसमें से जो भाप निकलता है, जो गैस टाइप में निकल जो, so that is called gas. So water have 3, so water का जो होता है वो 3 टाइप में होता है. फर्स्ट सॉलिड, सेकेंड लिक्विड, एंड थर्ड इज गैस. सो सॉलिड जो हार्ड होता है, वी कैन होल्ड इन आवर हैंड. लिक्विड we cannot hold, and जो we can say liquid example of water. And gas, like if you are gas अगर जो गैस जैसे भाप को हम वो कह सकते हैं. And then liquid, gas, and then melting is if we are that like liquid form of water convert into solid form, convert into ice, and then that ice when the ice convert into again the when I will provide the ice heat, and then when it will convert into liquid form, that process is called melting. And then water cycle. So water cycle is if we can say जो वाटर साइकिल जो पहले जो बारिश होती है, सो जो बारिश होती है, या फिर इफ़ यू आर बॉइलिंग एनीथिंग, जो भाप होता है वाटर को हीट प्रोवाइड करने से जो भाप होता है, वो भाप जब वो इवेपोरेट होता है तो इवेपोरेट होके वो क्लाउड बनता है, एंड देन इफ दैट स्टोर सो मैनी वाटर्स, एंड देन इट फिर उसके बाद से वो बारिश होती है. सो आई कैन explain in some more detail, like जो रिवर होता है, रिवर वी कैन सी इन द रिवर, जब बारिश होती है पानी लगता है, सो उसके देन जब धूप आती है, तो जो धूप जब वाटर को हीट प्रोवाइड करती है, देन इट कन्वर्ट इनटू गैस फॉर्म, देन जो वाटर होता है वो इवेपोरेट होता है, और वो इवेपोरेट होकर वो फिर वो क्लाउड बनाता है, एंड देन उसके बाद फिर जब क्लाउड बनता है, देन इट विल बिकम इनटू ड्रॉप. देन फिर वही जब काफ़ी सारा जब इवेपोरेशन जब काफ़ी सारा जब ड्रॉप जब इकट्ठे होते हैं, देन इट बिकम इनटू, देन फिर वही बारिश होती है. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड वाटर साइकिल. एंड वाटर वेपर इज लाइक टॉक अबाउट जब वाटर को जब हम हीट प्रोवाइड करते हैं, अगर जो भाप के फॉर्म में होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड water vapor. So this is about the journey to the state of water, and now I'm going to talk about method of separation in life. So method of separation in life. So first I will talk about hand picking. So hand picking, if you are separation means किसी चीज़ को अलग अलग करना. So first I am going to talk about hand picking. So hand picking is if you are like we can usually do in our house, जो we are take out the stones, small stones from the raw rice. So that is called hand picking process. And now sediment, no, ये पहले नहीं आएगा. Now we can take churning is the first, but वो last. Okay, let's take first churning. So churning is the process if you are like people we can see in our house, जो हम churning हम use करते हैं, like churning is used to extract butter from curd. So जो we can all usually see in our house, जो दही निकालना जो होता है, so that process जो process जो people do in our house like this, so that is called churning process. And decantation and sedimentation. So decantation, if like decantation जो भारी, if you are putting let's take if you are taking water, and then I will put some sand in it. So sometimes later if I will just leave it, so sand will settle in the ground, and water will be above. So we can, if you will take out the sand, so we can easily take out the water. And sedimentation is, so that is called decantation. The decantation process. And sedimentation जो that process which is liquid. An example of okay, let's take example of tea. If I am making a tea, so the tea leaves, if I will just leave the tea for some time, so when the tea leaves will settle down in the bottom, and then tea will be वो top पे रहेगा. So that is called sedimentation. And if you are taking out the tea, so that is called decantation process. And now filtration. So we can say filtration is, so I can give example of I can give example of water, if a dirty water. So if you are okay, let's take example of a tea. If you there we use shaving material, like there we use किचन में जो चाय छन्नी होती है, that we use for properly for shaving the tea. तो उससे हम जो चाय जो छानते हैं that is called, so जो उसमें tea leaves नहीं आते हैं. So for sedimentation and decantation, then after that we use the filtration. So if you any water, if you are cleaning that water, so that is called also filtration process. And now threshing and winnowing. So threshing we can say, we can take example of जो जब can take example of जब धान काटते हैं, then if that no if you are जो हम धान जो हम काटते हैं, and then we can see in the village farmer used to beat them. So जो उन्हें मार के या फिर मतलब उस चीज़ को पीट के और जो उसमें से जो अनाज निकालते हैं, that process is called threshing process. And then winnowing. So we can see and now threshing is now it is in the threshing machine is now available. So people used to use that machine. And winnowing that we can see in the village side, that people use help of air, and they जो like we can say example of मूंगफली nuts. And that if you are जो उसमें का जो छिलका होता है, and that if you are जो हम फूकते हैं तो जिससे वो छिलका बाहर निकल जाता है, जो लाइट चीज़, बट बिकॉज जो उसके जो ऊपर के जो छिलके होते हैं, जो उसका कवर होता है, वो बहुत लाइट होता है, दैट्स वाई वो बाहर निकल जाता है. वी टेक हेल्प ऑफ एयर, बट जो भारी चीज़ होती है, जो नट्स होती है, वो उसी में रह जाती है. दैट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड winnowing process. And magnetic separation, like we can take out like if you are doing work and so many things are on the ground, and some magnet are also on the ground, magnetic iron things, and so we can take out that magnet things to help with the magnet, because that process is called magnetic separation. So now, and here is shiving. So shiving we can also see in our house. Our parents our mother used to take out, like when they are going to make atta. So there they use first, they have to clean the atta. So there they use that material. There they use the sieving process. So this is about method of separation in life. And now it is finished my deep learning of